Okay, welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Shadowrun Returns for the PC. We are currently in the Mercy Mental Hospital, I think, right? That's where we are, yes, something like that. And we're about to confront Dr. Holmes, the Emerald City Ripper, who killed Sam Watts. We're gonna solve everything. And yes, I'm well aware that we're not really anywhere near the end of the game, but it sure seems like it, right? Well, let's get everybody through this door. Move on with it. The Emerald City Ripper. Before you is a medical lab turned torture chamber. The smell of old blood and decayed flesh permeates the room. Gory stains speak of the blood's fluids spilled without regard for well-being or hygiene. There are bodies, probably former patients, trapped in hideous machines, enduring horrific experiments. The subjects you can see all appear dead. Any that aren't must wish they were. You've chased Holmes to his lair. Just as his face reveals an ugly soul, so does his safe haven, it would seem. Holmes, Silas, the Emerald City Ripper. The elf is a monster beyond compare. It's time to end this. Alright, let's do it. Shoot him in the face. He's just a doctor, right? Another intercom crackles at your elbow. One solid blow would offer a few minutes of blessed silence, but this is also a rare chance to get a word in on the good doctor, who greets you with more of his chittering laughter. You are a persistent one. A fine specimen indeed. We both know how this ends, so let's get to it already. Patience, patience. We're not done here yet. I have one last examination to conduct. Pitzel, subdue them! Okay. Let's fight Pitzel. There he is, he's a big guy. Wow, he swung at us. Oh, and there's other people too. Isn't that great? Isn't that just great? Okay, what do you got on you? You have activate wired reflexes. Dodge the first attack each round for 3 rounds. Sure, activate that. Seems like a good time to do it. I can't throw the smoke grenades. So just shoot them. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Alright, you have frag grenades and a concussion grenade. Let's try this. Yup! Nice. Alright, Mang. You have marked target and a bunch of grenades. Whoop! Ow. Ow. Oh, damn. Alright, man kinda needs to hold back here. I think that's the lesson we learned. I didn't know where he was coming from. I thought he was gonna come from the opposite side of the room, but he rushed in, you know, perpendicular to us. That's no good. Okay. Yeah, we both know, blah, blah, blah. I can subdue them. Alright, so this guy can get right into it. I don't care about him. El Duce can get right in there. Mang is going to kind of hold back a little bit. Just like, go there. Sure, try this. Nitro. He's gunning right for me. Oh, ow. That's bullshit. This is bad. This is bad. That took up both of it? Oh, he must have minus 1 AP. Okay. I was like, I didn't know that. Oh, there's the good doctor. Oh god, that's hurting. I don't have any med kits, which is kind of stupid. Oh. Oh, he's done. What is Dr. Holmes? Oh, of course he can cast spells, which kill me. Alright, this is a tough one. Why do I always go with one less than the maximum for Shadowrunners? That seems dumb of me. I think we just need to, like... I think we need to bottleneck them. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. I'm just gonna get back. We're gonna end. We're gonna have them come to us and just blow them away. That's what we're gonna do. See, I think that's much smarter. Okay, well, we killed that mage. I don't know why he ran forward. But alright. There he is. Okay. No problem. There he is. Ow. Okay, what else? That's all you got is just the burst fire. Okay. Well, just take your shot. Okay, he's got burst fire. Nice. It's okay, he can take it. Holy shit. Okay, can't burst fire. Kill him, man! Ah! Oh god. Die! Die! Ugh. Oh, he's just gonna run away. No, not today. Not today! Hit him! No! I think he had a med kit. I should have used it on Mang. Oh, God. Alright, that's the better strategy, but that Pitzel guy is a pain in the ass, man. We'll get this. Taking care of that mage right away was good. Should actually have him just use the med kit right away. There we go. That's better. Alright. We gotta bring out... Okay. Fire! Nice! Okay. There he is. Alright, let's toss down a smoke. Maybe that'll help. Nice, nice. Nice. Doing some damage. Okay, missed. Missed twice. Ho 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 ho! Yeah! There is the good doctor who's gonna get smoked. Oh yeah, definitely. Finish him. Yes. Holmes drops to the ground, the light in his eyes fading fast, but something keeps the shriveled husk of his soul stuck to this mortal coil for a few moments more. This is a place of broken things. I remake them. She asked me to remake her. He manages one more laugh, his glazed eyes rolling towards a workbench across the way. She was playing both of us. Ooh, +1 action point. Cool. Then, with a final bloody whimper, the Emerald City Ripper breathes his last. Alright, mission accomplished. Let's check this workbench out. Holmes' workbench falls somewhere between coroner's slab and medieval torture device. It is decorated in the many colors of death, and littered with the instruments of that trade. To one side there is a leather-bound journal stuffed with uneven pages. To the other is a pock sack, its small screen still glowing. Beneath the bench is a rolled sheaf of papers held closed with a tied length of surgical tubing. Okay, what about the workspace? The bench has clearly played host to numerous bodies over its lifetime. It includes limb restraints, as well as skeletal traction mechanisms. At this table, Holmes likely dismembered bodies, or quite possibly put them back together. The tackiness of the blood suggests it has been used relatively recently. Okay, the journal. Leafing through the pages, you find few intelligible entries. Holmes may not have been a real doctor, but his handwriting certainly fits the stereotype. Stuffed in the last few pages is a copy of a disinterment order from a local cemetery, with the grave's occupant marked as Melinda Watts. Access the pocket secretary. Holmes is still logged in, granting you access to his currently loaded files. Prominent among them is a hospital report from a donor program. It lists the organs besides the names and vital statistics of the recipients. Your eye catches Sam Watt's name besides the entry for liver. Also on the list are the Rippers, other known victims, along with several others who may have shared in the same fate. There's also a large sum of Nuyen, which can easily be transferred to your account. Nice. Rolled sheet of paper. Unfurling the large sheet of paper, you discover a diagram of the human female form, rendered to an impressive level of detail. It appears to be the blueprint for making Holmes' very own monster. Okay. Uh-oh. His chip slot is still fresh, the open wound pink and wet and lurid. His voice drips innuendo, but his eyes say nobody's home. Well, hello there. Did you come to play? No, thanks. I just want to know what's going on. Forget him. I'll tell you anything you want. I'll do anything you want. I'll be your little playmate. By her name. She's assembled in a standard config. Face of a schoolgirl, body of a stripper. Nice. You'd need some thick beer goggles to miss the work she's had done. Not nice. Puppet stares blankly at you. Alright, well, screw you two then. Persona Fix Chip Wiper. Can I use that on these guys? Will that do anything? I don't think so. Oh, wait. Yes. Sure, erase. His eyes focus and his hand raises slowly to touch his head wound. The fingers come away wet and sticky. Panic twitches at the corner of his mouth as he surveys the room. First you, then the girl, then down to his own body, which is no longer his. Sweet Jesus! What did he do? Where am I? What am I? That's a better question. He begins weeping, his body racked in great, inconsolable heaving sobs. Alright. And we can't do the girl? Okay, just screw her. Why would I do the guy and not the girl? That is a good question, isn't it? Alright, let's just leave. Well, nice little dungeon he's got. Loose ends. The ride back to the Seamstresses Union is quiet compared to the pandemonium left behind at Mercy Mental Hospital. Lone Star squad cars pass you on the road, sirens blaring. No doubt in response to the aftermath of your showdown with the late Dr. Henry Holmes, the Emerald City Ripper. The man who violently repossessed the internal organs of Sam and Jessica's mother, Melinda Watts. And although the killer is dead and his grip on the city is broken, it's clear he wasn't working alone. There are loose ends aching to be tied. The taxi turns onto Redmond Way, cruising past now familiar landmarks, until the Seamstresses Union, in all its decadent, seedy glory, materializes between swipes of Come on, guys. Swipes of its overworked windshield wipers. Time to evaluate your next move. The Union is quiet this afternoon. Salarymen and wage slaves haven't migrated from nearby offices and suburbs to dabble in the exotic yet. Sorry, I'm all tongue-tied today. See? Can't even speak. Johnny Clean is talking with Cherry Bomb and Mrs. Kubota when you walk up. We're just talking about you, Mang Mang. And the Emerald City Ripper. Ironic that you tracked a serial killer to a mental hospital. Johnny Clean told us where you were going, Nomai. We've been waiting for you to return. Damn it. I could scold Johnny. Ah! You seem pretty interested. Of course we're interested. We each have our reasons for wanting the killer found. Sam was a regular here, and his loss has been felt, regardless of his shortcomings. The whole sprawl has been shaken by these killings as well, the randomness of them. No one knows if they will be next or what the killer might take from them. I admit that the killings have hampered business as well. I'm sorry, but it is true. It does not help that Sam's body was found on the street from here. Even my regular customers have been loath to venture out with a killer on the loose. Now tell us, Omai, did you find the person responsible for the Ripper murders? Not exactly. I got the bastard who wielded the scalpel, but whoever's pulling the strings is still out there. Someone's pulling the strings of a serial killer? Sounds more complicated than I suspected. Oh yeah, whole thing was a Frankenstein job. Ripper was harvesting body parts to reassemble Sam's mother, Melinda. All the victims had transplanted organs, her organs, and the Ripper was taking them back. The three are silent as the news sinks in. So, Sam had an organ transplanted from his mother? And then the Ripper killed Sam and all those other people just to reassemble Sam's mother? That's about the size of it, yeah. I sense a cause and effect in this. Coyote and Jake Armitage just left here to attend Sam's funeral. I'm told there will be a reinterment ceremony for his mother as well. His sister invited me to the funeral and the reinterment when I met her here. Think his sister Jessica had something to do with it? Hang on. I saw Sam's sister when she was here the other day. She was as corp as they come, but I can't imagine a lady like that behind a series of murders. There's got to be something else going on. It is clear that you must go to the funeral and talk with Jessica Watts, Mang Mang. I will. I'm going to get some answers. I'm sure you will. Mrs. Kubota raises her hand and the conversation stops. Wait. Before you go, there is one thing you did not tell us, Mang Mang. Where's the Emerald City Ripper now? Well, he isn't in heaven, I'm sure of that. She nods in satisfaction. Hi. That is good. Alright, so... we're going to go to this funeral. And all this apparently is about Melinda Watts. So it's something specifically to do with her. And it's just all fishy. I think this is all Jessica. I think she's evil. I think we're going to have to shoot her in the face. And, you know, it's a shame to shoot a pretty woman in the face. But sometimes that's what they need. So, who am I to say? Doc Castle looks to be better rested and in better spirits than the last time you saw her. She's also clearly had a shower and a change of clothes. Maybe even some sleep. Her eyes are sharp when they turn up from her work to greet you. Welcome back, Mang Mang. Still all in one piece, I see. Maybe more is the pity for me, but I'll still take your money. Perhaps a full physical is in order? Or we can call it a medical consultation. That's where I roughly determine the odds of your survival based on your professional proclivities. It comes with a lollipop. Right. So what'll it be? Ooh, cyberware. Dreamweaver told me to visit the doc to upgrade my body because things hurt me. So let's look at cyberware and see what they got. Alright, so you can get cyber eyes, nothing major there. Plus 3% to hit. Data jack, which I already have because I'm a decker. Cyber leg adds plus to HP and quickness. That's pretty good. Movement, okay, plus HP, plus 1 body, plus 2 armor, okay. So we can grab this. Do I want armor or HP? I guess armor is better. Oh, that's also, okay. Never mind. It goes in the body. Okay, so then legs, either... Yeah, let's just get the better ones. Oh, I can get... Okay, I can get 2 of them. Oh, I only have 1 essence left. Or 1.5 essence left. I don't know why this is still an option. Yeah. Okay. What if I... Okay, I think I could get 2 of these. But this adds quickness, so I think that's better. Alright, so my right leg is cybered up and my left leg isn't. That seems very unbalanced. Alright, cyberware causes essence loss. This affects magic rating, blah blah blah, matters spellcasters. Okay, so it's just against magic. In 5th edition, is probably earlier editions too, it affects like your social stuff. Maybe it's not in older edition, but in 5th edition it affects your social limit and stuff. Because I guess, you know, people don't like cybered up people. I don't know. Alright, medical supplies, because apparently we need some medkits. So advanced medkits. Let's buy 3 of them. Boom. Done. Let's swap out some grenades. So I don't need those. And bring in the medkits. Good. Alright. I think that should be good. I don't think I can hire Shadowrunners because I'm not going out on a job. I am just going to a funeral. That's not a job. It's just a nice little funeral. You know, there's going to be like cake and coffee or something like that, so... Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yep, let's go. Family debts. The sun is nearly set when you reach Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament. Its cemetery, dilapidated and overgrown, sits atop a small hill on the outskirts of the city, a somber enclave of the dead overlooking the sprawl of the living. The Seattle rain continues unabated and lightning appears over the mountains, exposing the landscape in staccato pulses of stark flashes. You walk the gravel path to the gates of the cemetery. Up ahead you see Coyote and Jake standing by the gravesite alongside Jessica Watts and another mourner, a beautiful elven woman in a six-figure outfit. Nice. Whatever Dr. Holmes was up to at Mercy Mental Hospital, the answers lie here. With the reinterred body of Melinda Watts, the recently deceased body of Sam Watts, and with those attending them at this ceremony. Shit's gonna happen, man. You know shit's gonna happen. I wonder if I get to deck into anything. Yeah, let's open the karma screen. So, I was told to increase my dodge, also by Dreamweaver, which seems like a good idea. So I think we'll bump that up to 5. So we're probably going to get into a gunfight here, too. Alright, Jessica Watts. Talk. The mourners stand graveside, listening to the Catholic priest's words of prayer and solace. Jessica's face is filled with relief as the last of her family is laid to rest. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Lord, receive the souls of Sam and Melinda Watts, mother and son, to live forever by your side. Amen. Thank you, Father. I know that my mother rests easier now that she's finally in the parish cemetery. I'm sorry for the recent loss of your brother, but I'm glad that reinterring your mother's body here has brought you comfort. She loved this parish so. She opens her hands to the elf standing across from her. Thank you for coming, Lynn. Your support has meant the world to me. Now I can live again, with my new family. Yeah, not as hot as I pictured. Woman is a classic elven beauty, confident, poised, expensively dressed. Of course. I am glad this ancient ritual brings you some measure of solace. I hope you'll be able to put all this behind you now. Jessica speaks to the rest of you. Thank you all for coming. I didn't realize Sam had so many friends. I appreciate your support and your friendship with Sam. I saw him out the night he died. Only fitting I see him out today. Sam may have had his problems, but he was our friend. Part of the Union family. Vaya con Dios, bud. Miss Watts, family members, and friends, thank you for attending the service. I suggest we don't linger long. The cemetery isn't safe after dark. Thank you, Father. We'll just be a moment. Not so fast, sister. I need some answers out of you. Just be as asshole as possible, because I know she's evil as shit. Her eyes widen at the edge in your voice. I'm sure Father O'Malley doesn't appreciate such a tone on these grounds. Father, if you'll excuse us? Of course. I'll be just inside if you need me. Priest gives you an appraising look before moving off toward the nearby church. Alright, Jake, you got my back, right? 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 Hope so. Father O'Malley leaves, granting you an opportunity to speak with Jessica, but it's hardly a private conversation, as the elf, Lynn, has chosen to stay and support her friend. As it so happens, Jake and Coyote have also lingered, lending you support too. Alright, what would you like to talk about, Mang Mang? Alright, we'll just go down the list. Let's start with your mother. Did you know she was an organ donor? Jessica's demeanor turns oddly cool and stony in response to such a simple question. I'm afraid you're mistaken. Then can you explain how her body parts made their way into half a dozen recipients? You don't know what you're talking about. I know Sam helped your mother save lives. Through that donation. Her jaw clenches. She wasn't a donor. She was a victim. A victim of my brother's greed. He took from her, desecrating her body, all to benefit himself. She never would have agreed to such a thing. Not even to save the lives of others? Lives like Sam's? Cracks are starting to appear on Jessica's carefully crafted mask. Sam destroyed his own liver pursuing oblivion. That was his choice. Your mother's gift meant a second chance for Sam. It was not a gift. It was stolen. I wasn't about to let him destroy what little remained of her with his vulgar appetites. And so you hired Holmes to get it back. Jessica's eyes burned with righteous anger. Gone are any attempts to hide her guilt. Dr. Holmes made my mother whole again. He made it possible for me to place her to rest and say goodbye. He killed Sam and a half dozen other people whose lives have been saved by your mother. She snaps. Those people were scavengers! Ghouls! They deserve to die for desecrating my mother's body. And poor Sam, it was his drinking and debauchery that drove my mother to the grave, as sure as if he had murdered her himself. My mother deserved honor and dignity. I gave her that today. She's finally whole again with a proper Catholic burial. Those ghouls who stole her organs, including Sam, have paid the price for their sins. Beautiful elf breaks in, the essence of calm. Jessica, that's enough. We have business to attend to. My old family is dead and buried where they should be. They can't taint my new family now. They can't corrupt my children. I won't go through that again. Jessica, we need to go. Now. She presses a button on her comlink. She seethes at you. What happens now is on your head. If you had just walked away when I told you to, McCluskey would have eventually found Holmes, collected his lieutenant's badge, and closed the case. But you had to keep digging. Now you and your friends have to die. Let their blood be on your hands. In the words of Chris Tucker, do you one crazy ass bitch? It's a shame. And of course she has just, you know, a hit squad on retainer. And we don't get a chance to kill her, because that would be... That's the DM just being like, yeah, somehow she gets away before you even have a chance to react. It's lightning quick. Which is bullshit, by the way. Alright. So, we got Coyote, Jake, and myself. Okay. Not great. I'm wondering... Okay, I think they got... This is a melee person. I don't know what he's got. He might have a gun, but I think we should just kind of hunker down. Oh, Jake has spells, apparently. That's cool. Nice! Bang, bang! Alright. Oh, apparently not gonna go with that sword, are you? You're terrible. There you go. Hit him. Do damage. No. Alright, Jake. You got some spells, right? Lightning explosion. Just out of range, huh? Okay. Nope. Nice. Nice. Oh, Mang, you can just do everything. Shit. Alright, there's a bunch of them. There's only 3 of us. Oh my gosh. Who the hell is this? That has just all these people at their disposal. We need to find out where Sam's sister might have gone. Maybe one of these guys can tell us. With a little encouragement. Why are you telling me that now? There's like 7 of them. No, there's like 8 of them. No, there's 7 of them. Okay. Right now. There's probably a Team C somewhere too. And okay. Jake's not in a great spot. Whoa! One shot. Not too shabby. This might have been a dumb move. I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere. They're gonna hate on me. Uh-oh, Jake's getting crit. Oh God, Jake. Well, not exactly crack shots. Alright, good. What the hell's wrong with you? Aim your shotgun. Alright, this could be better. Ugh. Okay. Oh yeah. Alright. Shit. Nice. Put him down. Reload. Shoot. Damn it. Alright, ride it out. You hear scratching coming from a crypt. Why would I hear that? Reload. Nice shot. Nice. Nice. Well done there. Put him down. There we go. Looks like we woke up the neighbors. We got ghouls incoming. Hey, Mang Mang, maybe we can use this to our advantage. How? Why? What? No. There's one guy left. Why don't we leave? Oh, hell. Ghouls. Oh. And so he just runs up to Coyote like she's gonna save him. Hell no. Eat lead, dirtbag. Boom. Oh, come on, Jake. Oh, come on, Jake. Kill him. Crit. No, not quite. That's no good. You're infected. Not the good kind of infected. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Do it! Oh my god, I severely ruined that, didn't I? Holy shit. Can't have Jake die. He's Jake Armitage. They're gonna keep coming, aren't they? Well, that was good. Put him down. Down. Alright. Ow. They're coming! Oh, God. There. Oh, goodness. It's got a gold trauma kit. But we're not dead, so that doesn't help me. Yeah, these guys don't have guns. We can use that to our advantage, right? Oh, God. I'm almost dead. I'm infected. Nice. Lay him down, man. Oh, they're right in front of us. Let's have this. Let's have Jake attack first. Put some rounds in him. Then back off. Then we'll have Mang go and shoot him. Nice. And back off. And Coyote will finish him. Nice. Nice. Yes! I did it! You listen as the sounds of gunfire and spellbursts fade away, and the silence of the dead returns to the cemetery. The man is beyond healing. As you look down at him, you notice the quality of his suit and shoes. This isn't a runner, and he's not from the street. Jessica Watts, she hired you. Where can I find her? You get nothing. He convulses and dies. We don't know each other too well, but it seems to me that you need a better group of people to associate with. You're not the first person to tell me that. Yeah, well, it's part of living in the shadows. You're the research chummer. That woman, Lynn, seemed familiar. Yep, she's a major spokesperson for the Universal Brotherhood. Her name is Lynn Telestrian. She's super rich. The Brotherhood! I knew it. Jake grabs the dead man by the throat. First it looks like he's trying to kill him again, and then you notice he's feeling for something under the skin. Yep, he's got a Corp ID chip. You watch as Jake pulls out his modified PDA and slots the chip. Mr. Wiley here was with Eagle Security. They work for the UB. That must have been Lynn Telestrian's security detail we just chewed through. She's protecting Jessica. They'll be inside the Universal Brotherhood. If you're gonna hit the Universal Brotherhood, I'm coming too. That psycho just admitted she had my friend Sam and a lot of innocent people killed so she could put her dead mother back together. That is totally slagged up. Plus, she and her elf buddy Lynn just tried to geek me. They're gonna hurt for that. Suit yourself, lady. I was only stopping by to pay my respects to Sam. Merc hit squads, Universal Brotherhood. Not my scene at the moment. I can call up some of Delilah's runners if you want to go there now. Let me know what you decide. Okay. I guess that's probably it. I don't think there's much else for me to find around here. Oh wait, hold on, there might be something. Ah, frag grenade. And that's the way out. So I'd rather have runners with me than not have runners. Where'd you go? Back here. Brotherhood probably retains mercs like the ones that just attacked us for their security detail. You're gonna need a full team if you're heading to their chapter house. I can arrange for somebody. Yeah, okay. Call the runners. Alright. Apparently I have to take Coyote even though she's shit. Actually, not terrible. She does got the shotgun, so. Alright. I liked the guys I had last time. I thought they were decent. How do I get them again? No, Tom. Fuck Tom. Terrible. Yeah, El Duce. I get double El Duces? Oh, this El Duce is much better. Oh, that's all I can afford. Alright, I got El Duce, the good one. Let's roll with it. Once again, I'm not at max, so. Alright, go. Towards Brotherhood. It takes nearly an hour for the taxi to make its way from the squalor of the Redmond Barrens across the bridge to the Seattle waterfront in the Universal Brotherhood. The building is a pre-crash brick job with a fancy new facade that sports neon highlights and an enormous set of glass double doors. Through the windows you can see activity within. Smiling, happy disciples shuffling along in beige pajamas and slippers. A greeter stands outside the front door, gently attempting to entice the misbegotten and the curious to enter and take their first baby steps towards Brotherhood. Pike Place Market is usually empty by now, but you step out of the cab to the sounds of an excited crowd. Okay. Oh, okay. Grab that. Yeah, I will spend my karma. Alright. We'll increase body again. And let's grab shotgun. Wide load. Huh. Okay. And this is where we'll pick up next time. Going into the Brotherhood, smashing the whole place up, blowing it up, throwing bodies out the front door. It's gonna be crazy. We gotta get to the bottom of all this. I'm sick of the the whole runaround shit. So if I have to kill a bunch of pajama-wearing hippies, then, so be it. So, alright. My name is Mang. Game you've been watching is Shadowrun Returns. I'll see you in the next part.